Hey you guys, greetings and salutations. This is James here at Unique Perspectives with another video. I'm actually shooting this. This is a follow-up video to the first video I made regarding just 3 signs that the lady likes you or a lady likes you. So I just want to have a follow-up video. This is just 3 more attributes just to kind of help you guys out. Again, one of the reasons why I was inspired to really make this video in the first place is I didn't have a lot of guidance and kind of had to learn the hard way in regards to recognizing some of the attributes a woman displays when they're genuinely romantically interested in me at a romantic level, because I've had a lot of situations where I misinterpreted intentions, I didn't understand certain things, I overlooked certain situations in the past, and a lot of these experiences helped me. And just talking to people, ladies, talking to guys that were always dating women and stuff like that, or even just from a Christian perspective as well, I just want to kind of provide something for those that have more of a Christian godly perspective when it comes to dating. And I'm not in a place where I want to promote something that's like putting women down, demeaning women, but to respect them. But I do want to share these 3 attributes, or I'm going to say 3 more attributes to look for if a woman genuinely cares about you or is interested in you romantically. So I did provide 3 other attributes in my first video. Please check that out. I'll probably have some type of link in the description just for the first video, but with the second one, I just want to fill in some other attributes that I know for a fact that you can recognize and acknowledge if a woman is romantically interested in you. So another trait, or I'm going to say one of the traits that you can look for, and I think this is a very obvious trait as well, is the woman will take interest in your interest. The woman will take interest in your interest. I've sat with ladies that they had no interest in, like, I don't know, Marvel movies and things like that, but because I was interested in the Marvel movie, so were they all of a sudden. That's something like one of the most obvious signs is a person will start matching your energy. They'll start, by wanting to be close to you, they will actually take interest in your interest. So it could be movies, it could be TV shows. They will actually want to spend time with you and go to that theater and see a specific movie, specifically with you, not with anyone else, but with you. And I think that is something just to recognize. Now, I do know that there are some people that sometimes they have these friendships going on with the opposite sex and the person just wants to hang out. It can be a little tricky to differentiate between if somebody is just lonely or they just want to hang out versus somebody that's romantically interested in you. But, and I want to kind of clear that up as well. But for this attribute, you definitely want to recognize or at least see if the person is taking interest in different things that you're interested in. So again, it could be movies and TV shows. You're talking about this stuff and they're like, hey, I would love to see what it is that you're talking about. And they want to spend time specifically with you. It's not just about, hey, let me just watch this with myself or at my house or, with my friends, but I want to watch it with you. So it's something to look out for, even if they're just kind of throwing out the idea and with a little lure, trying to throw the idea out that, hey, I'd like to spend time with you to watch this show or to see this movie. It could also be, I don't know, your interest in guns or something like that. There are some ladies that will all of a sudden take interest in guns because you're interested in guns, and not in a violent way, but just taking interest in learning the education behind the guns because it's something that you're passionate about. It could also be with horseback riding, or it could also be with motorcycles, or it could be with even video games. There are a lot of us guys like myself that enjoy the stories and the development of video games and great voice acting and all these other things that a video game entails. And so it's really cool to meet a lady that is willing to watch you play a game or even play with you. And it's really cool. I think that that really resonates with a lot of us guys. But one of the obvious attributes is a lady will take interest in your interest. Some of you already know this, but I'm a guy that admires ladies with nice feet. That's something that, it's just something that I have, and I don't consider it an obsession, but it's something that I admire with ladies that has nice feet, nice hands, ladies that take care of themselves, very feminine. It's something that I appreciate and I really admire. And so I've even met ladies that, let's say for example, they know I like feet, so one of the first things they'll do is they'll say, hey, I just had a pedicure, here's a picture, without me even asking. So I've had that happen in the past where a lady's just all of a sudden, I'm looking at my phone and I get a notification and it's a lady that I know that sent me a random photo of her feet because, she wanted to get my opinion about her color or something like that. And because she was trying to get closer to me, so she was like, hey, I know you like ladies that take care of their feet. Check out my feet, check out my hands and what I did at the salon. Something just to pay attention to. A lady that takes interest in the things that you're interested in. It's something to recognize, because it's one thing to be a buddy and a friend, but somebody that's interested in you, that's trying to connect with you, they're going to show different attributes of a serious interest in the things that you're interested in, at the point where they're going to want to participate and be a part of your world when it comes to your interests, if that makes sense. Another attribute that I wanted to put out here, and actually my brother actually helped me really share this one, and he gave me this idea because it's true, is the lady wouldn't mind spending money on you. I think that a lot of us know or recognize that in our modern society, especially here in the West and like Canada, United States, your area, there are a lot of ladies that are very independent and they make their own money and they're doing their own thing. They have their careers, they have their places, they have their cars, they have everything that they need. And there are some ladies that are particular about who it is that they invest in. And so you'll find that ladies that are actually interested in you, they're not going to have an issue buying you a gift for your birthday. They're not going to have an issue with buying that video game that you like, or that specific magazine that you really like, or, gifting you certain things. It could be a restaurant, food, just random ways to kind of gift you in some way. And it doesn't always have to be money, but it could be like, gifts. It could be things that they're willing to give you, Oh, they know that you like, you're a patriot, so you like, shirts that reflect, your political views and things like that, Check this out. But yeah, it's just something to pay attention to. If someone really likes you, you're going to see like they're going to not have an issue with investing in you with their time, their money, their resources. And of course, time is one of those things that are really important to recognize, because time is that one thing we don't get back. And a lot of us guys are always willing to do that as well for ladies that we're interested in. So it's the same thing with ladies. They're interested in you. They will invest financially. They will invest their time, but they're not going to have an issue with gifting you things. And I know that things can be a little tricky when it comes to trying to not get taken advantage of. There's a lot of guys that are trying to avoid getting taken advantage of, and there's a lot of ladies that are trying to not get taken advantage of. So I myself, I've had ladies have me take them out and they had no interest in dating me at all, because they just see me as basically a guy to entertain them until they find that person that they want to be with, they really want to be with. So I've experienced that. So of course we all are on guard and on edge with not wanting to be taken advantage of, but somebody that sees your value and recognizes your value, they're not going to have an issue with investing and buying that shirt, or buying a cake for you for your birthday, or buying those little things. And I don't think that should be a standard for any relationship, money and stuff like that. But I think that you're going to see a difference in people that are willing to invest in you, because they don't see it as a burden. They see it as a privilege to connect with you, to be closer to you, and even to gift you something, because they're going to feel confident that you appreciate it as well. So pay attention to that. It's something I think that is very important. It's a very natural thing for any man or any woman to do when we care about somebody more intimately. If anything, I would say this last attribute is incredibly important, and that is that the woman will actually respect you. And for you ladies out there that may be watching this is one of the best gifts you can offer any man. You can offer your son, you can offer your father, you can offer brother, your man that you're interested in, your husband. We all, every man, we all desire deeply respect. That's something that we value even more than love itself, is we want to be respected. And it's a very natural sense for men to respect one another. It's not our natural instinct to disrespect one another, because we hold it as something very valuable. But for some ladies, it's very easy to disrespect guys, and it's not seen as something serious. But for a lot of us guys, being disrespected is it's the bottom of it's one of the worst things that a person can do to us. And so one of the best things a woman can do is actually respect us. And some of the displays of respecting us is, for example, let's say a man shares his opinion about something. Even if you disagree, there's a way to acknowledge what you heard from the guy, and even try to explore and understand what it is that he's saying, versus really just putting him down or demeaning what it is that he's saying, even if you disagree. Or even when it comes to correcting a guy, there's a way to do that in a proper context with respecting him, acknowledging his feelings, acknowledging his experiences, acknowledging his perspective without attacking him. Or, even if you challenge him, there's a way to challenge a man in a polite way, in a way that will be respectful, holding his abilities, his experiences in a high regard, but still being able to kind of push back a little bit in a conversation, or disagreeing in love, or being polite about it. Respect is something that is very valuable to every man. So I feel that it's very natural for a woman, when she loves and values a man, to respect him. It's a very natural instinct to hold the man's experiences, his feelings, his emotions, his character in a high regard. So I think it's very obvious that a woman will not only display feminine attributes, but she will gradually and on a consistent basis show some type of respect towards that man. So I think that's one of the best attributes any woman can offer a man. That's the universal one that we all desire. But I hope this was helpful. I hope this was, good for you guys. Again, I didn't have a lot of people growing up to really clarify some of the differences or distinctions between if a woman was interested or not. So I had to kind of bump my head a few times to kind of learn. Now I'm in a place where I have a better understanding, but as we know, life in a general sense is basically just a process of learning a lot of different things. So, my family always taught us, or at least my family always had this practice of really just learning from experiences, the good and the bad, and then coming together and teaching the younger generation. So I'm one of those guys that once I'm learning a process or I'm learning something, I naturally want to really just pass it along. And I feel like it would be great to just build a community with a lot of people even looking at this video. So God bless you guys. Take care. Peace. And thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. And yeah, if you have any thoughts or any things that you want to offer, you know, constructive criticisms, I'm totally open to that. And yeah, I would just see you in the next video. God bless you guys and take care. This is James here at Unique Perspectives. Peace.